Hi everyone, Caroline Marsh here, PSP Limited, checking in with everybody else. Today I want to share with you a few fundamentals around financial success. Now I know that people today are more, apt towards financial success than ever before. I believe that people have what it takes to become successful. In fact, I believe that you and I are designed to reflect the goodness of God, to reflect the wealth that God carries, so that we can go out there and be blessed to be a blessing. So I'm a great believer in your untapped potential. But let me just make an address. Now, people are going out there beginning to look at the areas of investments and hoping for an instant return. People are almost in a hurry and not wanting to know what it would take for financial success. And because of that, people then begin to feel disconnected or disjointed, because all their passions and their desires are somewhat now not seemingly achievable. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the disciplines that you must adopt for you to become financially successful. The first one is that one of goal setting. You must be clear and be good at setting goals. Long-term goals, short-term goals, in fact, even goals for the week, goals for today. What must success look like at the end of it all? What are you hoping to achieve? That's so important, because if you're clear around goal setting, a lot of things become easier, because you're looking and seeing, I'm here and I want to get to there, therefore I must do X, Y, and Z. The second thing I want to talk to you about is understanding the discipline of time management. Now, many people embark on financial success and are very bad at managing their time. Yes, bad managing their time. We all have one thing in common. The rich and the poor, that's the amount of time we have. We all have 24 hours. We all have 168 hours in a week. We all have 365 days in a year. I don't have any more than you do. I have exactly the same. The question is, what are you putting in your day-to-day goals? How are you managing your 24 hours? Some people spend the majority of their time actually sleeping. And guess what? That's time being wasted, because once it's gone, it's gone. Unfortunately, you can't pack time. You can't decide, I'll invest X amount and come back to it again. If you don't make your time to good use, then chances are you will not arrive at a place of financial success. The third discipline I want to talk to you about is that one of balance. I am a mother, I'm a wife, and I'm a girlfriend to my girlfriends. I'm a God's child, so I have my church commitments. So I have so many things calling for my time. And what's important is, as a business owner, that you become so disciplined to manage balance. You might find that if you go without balancing and checking in all these other balls that you're having to juggle, if you don't check in, you'll find that you're leaning against the wrong side of the wall and having left everything else. Imagine you become successful financially. You have all the money that you want, and yet have no family with you, and yet have no friends, and yet you have lost touch with God, and yet all these things then become meaningless. So you must make sure that you actually begin to balance, and that's now placing within your calendar, allocating time for all the things that are important to you, so you then don't violate your value system. The fourth discipline I want to talk to you about is that one of good health. Your most important, in fact, the most valuable asset is actually your body. It's you yourself. How you feel every day, the amount of energy you have to get up and go and do as much as you can, is because of how you look after your health. So if you're eating the wrong food, not exercising, if you're not taking care of yourself, both inside and outwards, then guess what? You have that to suffer. The thing you cannot bring about, just imagine for once, you have all the monies that you wanted, and at the end, you spend all that money paying for your health. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. But guess what? Unfortunately, people are working constantly and not taking care of their health. The fifth discipline I want to talk to you about is that one of you to be able to continually work on yourself, growing yourself. Personal development, personal and professional development is so important. Rather you invest in yourself and become greater on the inside, because the skills that you will actually lead you to greater opportunities. But if you have no greater skill, no understanding about, within your professional capacity, you're lacking skill, therefore you won't be able to achieve the results that you want. So remember to take time to get the discipline of learning and reading, continuously learning. I mean, I have CDs in my car. I subscribe to the Amazon, the Audible Amazon, and I have books that I read every day. I have audio programs that I'm listening to on a consistency basis. You get in my car, and I don't have just fancy radio on. I don't have just fancy music on. I do have time for music, but guess what? Everything is managed. So begin to pick up those disciplines to ensure that you are on a place, you're on your way towards financial success. The sixth discipline is that one of regular saving of your income. Now, this discipline will actually help you to be able to manage your money. We've been running a series of webinars over the last few months, and guess what? Within those webinars, we talked about one principle, and that is the principle of allocating of your money every month. If you can begin to prioritize and allocate your money, somewhat, put together a budget and follow that system, in the long run, it will save you. You will actually begin to create wealth because you have allocated X amount of money towards investments, X amount of money towards your emergency fund. If anything did happen, it does not disrupt your investment plan. So be sure to take on these disciplines as part of your day-to-day practice. The seventh discipline I want to leave you with is that one of honesty and integrity. When you're doing business, you don't want to get to a place of success and have lost your good name and have acquired all the wealth. You don't want to be cheating somebody on the way to success. You don't want to become a person that does not hold on true to their word. I try by all means, I'm not saying I don't fall short, but I try by all means to try and be fair, to try and speak the truth, to try and walk in the journeys that I believe is going to make me a person of greater discipline and a person to be associated with. So these are some of the disciplines that we at PSP would like to share with you. Above all things, remember that you, on the inside of you, not the you that people see on the outside, but the inside of you is the greatness of God, and it is waiting to be actualized. So you go out there, pick up these disciplines and begin to implement them on a daily basis. Nothing works, overnight. So guess what? It's over a period of time. If you've not been good with your time, start today. Start to put together, right, I will do X amount of time and begin to manage my time. So on behalf of PSP, Caroline Marsh here, I hope that you found those disciplines very helpful. God bless you and see you on the other side. By the way, those of you who have missed our program, we do now have an online mentoring program of which we'd like for you to be a part of. And so be sure to look out for further details next week. God bless and speak soon.